Welcome to Baby Boomer Tales. My name's Jim. You can find us at babyboomertales.com. Once you've landed on our webpage, there are pictures of that great country I talk about in north central Colorado Rocky Mountains. Also, this wonderful area I live in now in northeastern Kansas. Rolling hills, lakes and ponds everywhere, lush grasses, cattle on 1,000 hills. You can also find our Boomers General Store, where you can buy all things Baby Boomer. Our shop tales at Amazon, which is a portal into Amazon.com that if you purchase something while you're there, we'll get a small percentage of that. A link where you can purchase our book, links to where you can hear our podcast, link to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, X page, and our LinkedIn page. Thank you for riding along today. I do appreciate it. Our unusual facts this week: sloths can hold their breath up to 40 minutes. That's longer than dolphins. You cannot breathe and swallow at the same time. It's physically impossible. Try it. Some turtles can breathe through their butts. It helps them stay underwater longer. So turtles and politicians, right? Did I mean that? I'm not sure. And the last thing, get away from breathing a little. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Here are some common things for a better life. In my opinion, I didn't take a poll. Used to be I could take polls on my Facebook page for baby boomers, but they took that feature away from me. Too bad, because I like polling. Like, do you like Granny better or one of the Golden Girls? You know, Granny from the Hillbillies, stuff like that. It was really a lot of fun, I thought, but whatever. Okay, here's some common things for a better life. Make your bed. Make your bed every morning. Every morning, make your bed. We make our bed first thing in the morning. When I first get up, first thing I do after I pee is I make my bed. It takes just a couple minutes. It used to take longer, but I am very much practiced up, and I can do it pretty quickly, and it just looks better all day. It's not hanging over my head. Oh, I gotta make my bed. What if company comes or something? Or at night when you go to get in the bed and the bottom sheet's all pulled out, can't find your pillow, all that stuff. Make your bed in the morning. You'll be glad you did. Spend less than you make. That is the problem with today's society, I believe. One of the many problems we have, of course. Credit is so easy, and it's really easy to get upside down in credit. I'm not saying don't use credit, but use it wisely. Spend less. Spend less than you make. I know some of these guys say, don't buy a house on credit and all that. Nobody can afford to save up for a house. It is an investment. But your car is not an investment, okay? Your car depreciates the second you purchase it. It's worth less than what you bought it for. And it continues. You see a lot of people driving their net worth down the road, feeling all important and stuff, and about 3 blocks later, they're worth $100 less. Oh, there goes another 3 blocks. The hex on the middle, Frankie and what's his name? Anyway, the hex, the TV show The Middle. Are you familiar with that? They're about a family in Indiana. That's the middle of the country, they say. And they have 3 kids. Well, Frankie Heck's not very domestic, and dinner every night, every single night of the world is fast food. She gets it, she goes and gets it, brings it in, and they all eat out of their separate bags. And so lunch is fast food, and maybe breakfast, well, maybe it's not, but they eat so much fast food, and yet they are broke. They're always broke. Their washing machines held together with duct tape, They're using the church van because they can't afford to fix their other car and stuff like that. It's really a funny show. It's well written, but it can be a profile that we use as an example of this spending more than you make. Let me just expound on this eating fast food. We eat $560.71 a month on food here. That includes eating out, groceries, and the groceries I mean toilet paper and aluminum foil plus bread and milk and whatever. So 560.71. You divide that by 30.5 days. About some months have 31, some months have 30 days. So 30.5 days is 1838 a day. Divided by 2, there's only 2 of us. We don't have teenagers that have, hollow legs and stuff. But that's $9.19 a day. That's for all of our food. All of it. Beer, snacks, dining out, groceries. And I don't drink a whole lot of beer. Seems like the only time beer tastes good to me is after I work out in the heat all day. A couple beers is real good, but like in the winter I barely ever even drink beer. I'm not anti-beer, it's just that I'd rather have an ice cream cone, except when I work outside. Okay, let me continue with this. $9.19 a day to eat for Kim or me. If you figured that out, family of 5, that's times 5 times 30.5, that's $1,401.48 a month to feed a family of 5 living like we do. We do not go out to eat very often. Okay? We did go out, though, the other day, and we ate at Wendy's. We're out and about, and lunchtime had come and gone. So we just went to Wendy's, and it cost us $13.15. That is cheap for getting a hamburger, somewhere. So you divide that by 2, that's $6.58 a person times 2, that's $13.60. Now I'm using a cheap place to eat when you're going to fast food. So $13.16 for 2 of us, and just round it up to breakfast because I'm just figuring out lunch and dinner, That's $15 a day for one person. $16.58 times 2 meals. $13.60 plus breakfast, $15 a day times 5, that's people, times 30.5 days, that's $2,287.50 to eat. Okay, that's $886 a month more than if you didn't eat out. Okay, about $1,000 a month more actually. But the $886.02 difference comes to $10,632.24 a year difference by eating a crappy fast food hamburger twice a day. If you make $100,000, which Frankie and Mike, that's his name, Mike, do not do, well, that's a tenth of your salary. What can you do on $10,000? You can get a new dishwasher and washer machine, that's for sure, instead of holding the old ones together with duct tape. And when it goes into the spin cycle, you have to hang on so it doesn't walk away from you. My wife tells me that I shouldn't watch the metal because I think that it's too much like real life. But I'm here to tell you that it's people that live like that. Perhaps you're one of them. I don't know. I don't want to offend you. I'm just saying that by them doing that, they're spending more than they make. And they don't have any wriggle room at all in case the car breaks down or the washing machine quits or whatever. Okay, so there's that. Wash your dishes. Even if you don't have a dishwasher like the Hex, theirs is always broken. Rinse it out when you're done. It only takes you a second. Don't have a sink full of dishes. You'll feel better about yourself if you wash your dishes constantly. It only takes a second if it doesn't get a hold of you and in front of you and take you over. You have control of the dishes. Sweep your floor. Well, I have a dog. Come on. Sweep your floor. Every day. I saw a thing on some documentary once about a little kid that lived in a grass hut and he swept his dirt floor every day. Every day, every day. And you could basically eat off that dirt floor. I was very much impressed with that boy. I was. Pick up after yourself. When you come in, there's a place for your shoes. There's a place for your jacket, not just thrown over the couch or over your treadmill, whatever. Pick up after yourself. It's a small, small job unless you let it get ahead of you again, and then it's almost overwhelming. Don't get overwhelmed. Take control of things. Live a better life. Say please and thank you. Look people in the eyes. Smile at people. Open doors for people. Just do the common, ordinary things that set you apart from most of our crazy, crazy world anymore. Make a difference. A smile can make somebody's day. A smile might take them off the edge of no return. Be friendly, but not too friendly, if you know what I mean. Our song of the week is Puff the Magic Dragon, written by Leonard Lipton as a poem, and Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul and Mary wrote music to it. It was recorded by Peter, Paul and Mary and released in 1963. It reached number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100. Newsweek, the magazine, accused this song that it was promoting marijuana use. Their reasonings were Jackie Paper, they said the paper part, his last name, referred to rolling papers you make joints out of, joints. They also said that Live by the Sea, Puff the Magic Dragon, Live by the Sea, right? Live by the Sea, they said the letter C, not S-E-A, like the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. No, the letter C stood for cannabis. Now they're reaching, I'll tell you what, they are reaching. Clear back in the early 60s, fake news. And the land of Honolulu stood for Honolulu, the big H stood for hash. When I read this and I found this out yesterday when I was putting this together, it kind of made me angry. This is, a wonderful song. It's a wonderful song, in my opinion. And the last thing they accused old Peter, Paul, and Mary of is the dragon. They were referring to dragging on a joint. Taking a toke, I guess. One toke over the line. Peter, Paul, Mary, you're one toke over the line. Peter Yarrow just passed away here a month or so ago. This was a wonderful song, one of my all-time favorites. What a stretch that Newsweek did there, trying to disgrace and discredit this wonderful group. Shame on you, Newsweek. That's all I can say. Now, I know things change, but Puff the Magic Dragon. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. I may not be a little boy anymore, but I know I act like one quite often anymore. That's what my wife tells me. I'm not sure that's a bad thing, though. Always be kind. It's the best you can do, even to those that may say something bad about you. I'll be back next Wednesday. Peace out, Dragon Scout.